This place was in ruins the last time. Where was I? Aye! Would you boys do me a favour?
Well, don't just stand there, darling. If I'm getting my...
Where does this stairway lead?
To an underground passage that runs beneath the castle. It was meant to allow... Right, let's get in there and see...
Such pain. How dare you? How you took everything.
I'm keen to have a wee chat with our friend here.
Blackness consume you!
They're not done yet!
And Adam, darlings! Up and at 'em, darlings!
Not bad at all.
Such. You took my beloved Eleanor. You...
Eleanor? But that's...
Erwin, last king of Dun... A great man, and a fine and, most importantly of all, your What happened to you, Erwin? What in the...
At last you have come. Long have I waited for a kindly...
The voice from the dream.
You are correct, of course. Before you kneels Erwin, King of Dundrasil. All those long years ago, on that darkest of days, he fought to the last. The light of justice sustained him, and he refused to yield to the darkness. But with time, that light has waned, and all that remains is the tortured soul who's... I beg of you, help him.
The voice? That'll have to wait. But what are we supposed to do?
Well then, I need you nice and miserable. Such I am.
Yes, well, of course. We've been waiting a long time.
King Erwin, it is a great honor to...
The birth of your son and heir is a source of...
Thank you. Thank you. Aye, this is a momentous day for Dundrasil. My dear Sultan, King Gustav, allow me to welcome you both to Dundrasil.
The honor is all ours, King Erwin. Though, of course, we are not here merely to say. I, for one, mean to see that my people's interests are...
It is the first time but the reason it's...
Indeed it is. Now, I have some final preparations to make before we convene the colloquy. I will come and Guards! I don't suppose any of you have seen King Carnelian?
Yes, sire. King
King Carnelian, Lord Robert, I will be convening the colloquy shortly, if you'd like to make ready.
Lord Robert informs me that the boy bears the mark.
That's right. I've decided to present him to you. The sight of so many gathered to celebrate his birth brought home to me how important he is. How much...
Save it for the meeting.
Don't take it to heart, laddie. The fate of all Erdrea hangs on the luminary now. Right, it's nearly time. Why don't you go and fetch the wee one from Eleanor's chambers?
He's so tiny. Can I touch him, Lady Eleanor? I promise I'll be careful.
I think he likes you, Jade. He's a very special boy, you know. They call him the Luminary. People have all sorts of hopes for him. But I just hope he grows up to be like his father, that he can help people to overcome their problems, just as Erwin does.
I hope he grows up to be nice and kind like you, Lady Eleanor. Kinga?
The colloquy's about to start, Eleanor. Will you hand me the wee one? All right, wee man. Let's go and talk to some scary old men, shall we? Don't worry. Dad.
Oh, Erwin. You don't need to hold on to him so tight, you know. Would you look at it thundering away out there?
Come on now, Eleanor. There's nothing to worry about. We'll keep you safe no matter what, won't we, wee man?
And what about...
Hey, you don't need me to protect you, Jade. You've got King... Right. We bet.
Good luck, both of you.
This child, he is the one?
He bears the mark. There's no mistaking it. Dark One riseth, tree descendeth, luminary, man defendeth. Light's mark shineth, hand extendeth. With his coming, black night endeth.
The final poem in the Book of Erdwin.
The legends tell us that the Dark One was defeated by the Luminary in the Age of Hero. But, as I'm sure you haven't failed to notice, monsters walk the land once more.
The kingdom of Svardsrust has already fallen at the wicked creature's hands, and King Arnund with it. He will be...
And now a child has been born who bears the mark, which brings us to...
You speak of the Dark One, of monsters running wild, of the peace of centuries crumbling. But surely, now that the Luminary is among us, the balance can be restored, the peace...
You believe that the presence of the Luminary will ensure that peace prevails? Can you be certain? Forgive me, Lord Robert, but the Book of Erdwin contains another poem concerning this matter, does it not?
It does. The very first poem. The prophecy. World tree's gift, first of many. Thy light doth a shadow cast. Lo, the Dark One, bleak, black.
What are the two of you implying? That the...
Without light, there cannot be shadow. Without darkness, the stars cannot shine. This has always been the way of the world. Darkness and light must coexist. So, indeed, the birth of the Luminary may well be what causes the Dark One.
You dare to imply that my son is...
Can we be certain that he is? You must have noticed the sinister glow emitted by Erdwin's lantern of late. Ever since your child was born, in fact.
What are you trying to...
Oh. The star sings at night, you know. I have heard.
King Gustav is...
Oh, don't use...
Ominous footsteps approach. As the leaders of this world, we owe it to our people to root out even when that source is...
Why don't you just come out and say it? You're asking me. Something happened. Not long. A great, blinding light shot up from Yggdrasil. We saw that same light on the evening he was born. The child is a force for good. I have never been more certain of anything. He did not give rise to the darkness. Light and dark are not two sides of the same coin. The light of the
A rousing performance indeed. Of course, if you had shown even a whit less conviction, we would have had no choice but to remove the... The Luminary is the child of Yggdrasil. He alone can bring...
I hope you will forgive us our little test, but we had...
I am satisfied. Send him to Heliodor when he comes of age. He will be trained in all that he will need. We must confer upon the Luminary the power...
King Carnelian.
Very good. The most pressing item on our agenda is
Now the matter is settled. Our kingdoms are united in their purpose.
Let all be as...
That concludes the
Thank you, King. My friends, I'd like to thank you all for coming. Now...
Your Majesty!
What is it?
You must flee the palace immediately.
We're under attack. Everyone...
They have come in force, but they shall not... Lord Robert and I will keep them at bay. Take Eleanor and the child and...
But King Carnelian...
You need not fret on my behalf. I am not in my dotage just yet.
Thank you.
You're alive. Oh, thank the heavens. When we saw them...
Never mind that now. We need to get out of here, all of us. No matter what happens, I will get you out of here. We should be able to get out through here.
I feel his presence. I